Here for Marketing Food Online, and this video we are going to jump into your questions on how to get your food business going right now. Amy from Marketing Food Online, and I'm going to jump into your questions on this video. I actually have a ton of new questions, and I'm super excited about getting into answering them. But before we do, as always, if you are not a subscriber, hit that magical red button, which is probably on this side, I would guess, or this side, one of the sides there. We got over 500 videos, and they are all absolutely free. All you got to do is hit the subscription button, and you're good to go. One other announcement that I'm super excited about, we now have over 200 members. It is a closed Facebook group for Marketing Food Online. It's actually under our Cottage Food Law group. We actually discuss all kinds of, let me get that up in there, all kinds of questions and resources for those that are starting food businesses from home and you want to get started and up and running. You can definitely check that out. I'll have a link down in the description. You go right there. There's a couple questions that we have for you to ask and answer. Actually, just answer, not ask. And then you're all set and good to go. So let's hop into the questions. Sorry about moving the camera. I'm trying to get that light out of your eyeball there. There we go. Okay. Now, let's jump right into it. So I've got probably about 4 or 5 questions, as I always try to do about 5 questions or so, and we'll see how long that is. I want to keep it short and sweet, so to the point. So the first question actually is, how do I calculate the expiration date for my food? Okay, this is actually a really good question, and it's something that you don't want to do yourself. If you've got a food product and you're wanting to get it onto a retail store shelf, or you want to get the nutritional label broken down properly, you want to make sure that you've got the expiration date or the good buy or best buy date correct, you need to have a nutritional analysis done of that. You need to have a shelf life test. It's called a shelf life test, okay? And that is actually going to be done in a laboratory by people who do it professionally, and they will charge you for it, yes. But it's an investment in your product that you don't have to do down the road over and over. You just do it once. But it needs to be done professionally. It needs to be done in a lab where they will tell you how long a product will have on the shelf life, and they'll give you that report. And that way you'll know, hey, you know what? I produced a product on, let's say, January 1st. I've got a 3-month window. I got 6 months till it's good. I got 8 months, whatever it may be. And then that is from the time of production when you make it, that will be the window of expiration that you'll put on your product, okay, to make sure that customers can consume it and enjoy it before it becomes full of bacteria and other stuff. Okay. Next question. This is actually a marketing question. And by the way, I'm going to do a handful more marketing videos to show you how to promote your product through the internet. Being online through social media is a fantastic, cheap, easy way to do it. And yes, it is easy, but you just got to be consistent with it. I'm going to do a handful of videos. I haven't done a lot on the marketing side as far as the promotional aspects of products through Facebook or Instagram or wherever it may be. Pinterest is, by the way, an amazing place. I can't even begin to tell you how business has grown because of Pinterest. So let me stay focused here. All right, so how do I use hashtags? Do they link to the site? Okay, great question. Hashtags are a way that social media can actually catalog, group, or put together, however you want to say it. They bring together a specific type of hashtag, a specific name. For instance, if you do hashtag chocolate chip cookie, and let's say you're on Pinterest, right? And you throw that hashtag on a pin, and in the description section you put hashtag chocolate chip cookie. So somebody who goes in and looks on Pinterest for that hashtag of chocolate chip cookie, your pin will be categorized within a group of other pins that have the same hashtag, okay? Now, as far as what you meant about the link, when you create a pin, and I'm going to use Pinterest as an example. This can go in any social media. When you create a pin and you post a product, right? Mainly you want to put a product up. You're going to have a section there where it's going to ask you for a URL link. So when someone clicks on the picture of your chocolate chip cookies, let's say, right? On that link is where you put your link to your site. Now, let's say you're selling on Etsy, and you're selling chocolate chip cookies on Etsy, right? So you have a listing with an Etsy chocolate chip cookie. You'll take that URL, take that link, and you'll post it on there, and your picture will be the pin, and the link that they will go to when they click the picture will be your product. But that's free advertising. Absolutely, utterly free. And the reason why it's been so successful for us is this: you got to find out what right hashtags actually work for you, okay? Depending on your product. And then what you can do is you actually have the ability, if you want to, you can promote it, and that's actually charges you to do that. But if you stay active on Pinterest on a regular basis, you build up some boards and build up pins, you don't need to be charged any type of a fee to advertise that pin. You're going to gain traction. You're going to get a lot of people interested in your boards, and that's free advertising, and that's what I meant by that. We currently have about 210 to 215,000 monthly viewers on our Pinterest boards. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not saying that to gloat, because every single day I've had to build up. We have about 16,000 pins. It has taken years to do that. It doesn't happen in a month. It doesn't happen in 6 months. It's actually taken about 3 years or so to do that. But little by little, every day, we have pins go up. And then we have pins to everything that we do, all of our sites. So the best way to do it is be consistent. But to understand how it actually works is the fact that hashtags will help categorize and bring together items that are like your product, okay? So other things that are like it will come together and they will be categorized that way, okay? So it's a way of organizing it. Now, how does it work on Facebook? Same thing. So let's say you take a URL and you copy the link to your store on Etsy. Let's use it as an example. And you post it on Facebook. You need to have, obviously, a description. You put your link and then a couple of hashtags, okay? So now within Facebook, anyone looking for chocolate chip cookies under that hashtag will be a good likelihood they're going to find your hashtag, okay? But you got to understand also there's thousands upon thousands of thousands others, but to let you know, it will definitely be put into the same category. So it helps organize it within the social media platform that you're on. That's what the benefit is of hashtags, okay? Hopefully that answers that for you. Okay. Next up, now this one is a great one. This is actually from a video I did a while back about FDA exemptions. So really quick, I'll recap what the video was, then I'll show you the question. So the FDA allows you to be exempt from getting a nutritional analysis done on your food product. Yes, that is right. You can actually get an exemption from having to do that, and it's legal. FDA allows you to do that, but there is criteria. Number one, you can't sell more than 100,000 units of one given item. So this question was actually about that. So as an example, I take vitamins. Okay. Anyways, vitamins. Let's say this right here. Let's say I was the maker of this product. If I sold 100,000 units of this a year and no more than 100,000, I could be exempt from having to put a nutritional analysis on the product. Not necessarily vitamins, but a food product. If this was a bottle of chocolates, okay? Vitamins are different. They fall under a different category. That's a whole other video. So vitamins, let's just say this product here is something that I made and it was a jar full of chocolates, okay? If I sell 100,000 units of this a year, I can get exemption from having to put a nutritional label on the back of those chocolates. That's how it works. Now, you have to apply for it. Number one, you got to apply for it. You got to let them know what it is, and there's a whole bunch of information to fill out. But once you do, you don't have to go through the expense of getting a nutritional analysis done on a food product, which, by the way, can be anywhere from like a few hundred to a couple $1,000s. So when you're a small business and you're starting, you can get that exemption. Also, there's a couple other criteria. I think it's less than 100 full-time employees too. So there's a few other things, but it's a great exemption. It's great, something that will save you a fortune when you're just starting. Next up, what are the limitations to selling on Etsy to in-state customers? Well, that's a great question. That's from Teresa. That was actually in regards to a video I did on Arizona, the state cottage food law in Arizona. Now, number one, you got to make sure that your state allows you to sell through online, sell through e-commerce. If you're doing a cottage food business from home, 99% of the time, they don't allow you to sell through the internet. You can transact through the internet, but you can't sell a product and ship it, like in our shipping department here. But we're in a commercial licensed facility that's much different. So when you're selling from home, you can't necessarily sell online. Is there limits on Etsy? No, Etsy, you can sell as much as you want. Etsy does not have a limitation itself. The website, the platform, doesn't have limitations for you to sell your product. But if you're selling from home and you're not allowed to ship, you're kind of doing it illegally, and you could get in trouble. So selling through food through Etsy, you can do that if you're in a commercial setting. If you're shipping stuff from your home and hopefully someone doesn't get sick, you can get into a lot of trouble. So that was a quick and easy one. You can definitely sell it, but you can't sell it through your house. Arizona, now I don't know specifically if the state allows you to do within the state online business, but if you can, I would definitely take advantage of that. Next up, okay, so I really wanted to check out the shipping. Here it is. Where is that one question? Okay. Shipping a product. How much does it cost to ship a product from Okay, let's see. From my facility to a customer if it weighs a certain weight. Okay, that's actually a good question. It's a little vague, but that's okay. You have to find out specifically the weight of the product, if it requires any type of ice pack. Also, is it something that could expire really quickly? Like if it's a batch of cookies or a bundt cake, you want to make sure that you ship it as expedited as possible. If it's like chocolate pretzels, you got a little bit of a window. Things that are dry like nuts or granola, you got a longer window to ship your product, and that's good. That's fine. But you really, that question's good, but you want to be more specific about what it is the product is, how big, how much it weighs, and its destination. From that, you can go to the USPS.com, and I always recommend this. Create an account to get shipping online, print your own labels, and then you can pop it right on the box, and you're good to go. So, with that being said, 10 minutes. I will keep it wrapped short and sweet to the point. If the video was helpful, please do give me a thumbs up. If you've got questions you want me to address on my next video, let me know down in the comments section. I love your questions. It actually gets me really excited when I wake up every day and I check YouTube and I've got a whole bunch of 100 or more questions. It's really cool. So I really appreciate you guys' support. And we are over 3 million minutes of watch time, which I thank you guys because you're the ones that are driving that. So I appreciate it, and I'll see you on the next video.